now we're going to talk about perception, or how do we perceive the world. The more that we understand different ways of perceiving, like every culture has another way of looking at the world and looking at reality. Every religion does, every belief system, and also our personality or our state of mind. For example, the magician has the energy or the intelligence of, okay, I'm going to listen to what I want and I'm just going to make it happen. I just go for it. I want to just make it happen. And that's why all of these tools. He's going to bring down his idea and he's going to land it on the earth. And that is why the magician is about manifesting. Make your dreams come true. That kind of stuff. Be willful. Think it through. Focus. Whereas the high priestess is about just listen. Be receptive to your environment. Listen to everything around you so that when you go and you just focus your energy, at least you know what's going to happen to your environment. We need to see what our actions are going to do to everything that is around us, including the people around us or the animals, or what is it that your will is going to then affect in relationship to what is around you. So we've got to also quiet down, have no agenda, and just listen. That's what the high priest is about. That's another way of perceiving reality, is to walk through and just observe and be present and feel it and let it in. Whereas the magician is about, okay, now I know what I'm going to do, and put it out. So that's the way of perceiving, how you perceive. If you're a magician type person, I just go and do whatever I do. But if you're a high priestess person, you're going to be much more receptive. And that's more like the level of the cups and the level of the will. In relationship to good news, that's the Page of Cups. We all like good news. Whenever that shows up, you're going, I like that. I'm really happy about that. Or bad news. Wow, that really sucked. I didn't like that. Well, that's the way of the mind. Very discerning. I don't like that news. Whereas cups, I like it. It makes me feel good. So when people are very positive and they're just always looking at the best, they're really optimistic. They're coming from their heart. Oh yeah, everything's great. Whereas there are people that are kind of negative or kind of critical, or well, what else could go wrong, or and they're not necessarily trying to be negative as much as they just want to not get caught by surprise. That is the way of swords, or that is the way of the mind. And the Page of Swords has that kind of energy. Well, what about that? And the cups says, oh, come on, stop being so negative. Come on, look at the bright side. Silver lining consciousness. Then we have the idea that, wow, Seven of Pentacles, no matter what I've done, I don't have much to show for it. Okay, that's the Seven of Pentacles. No matter what I did, it's never enough, which can be actually quite the Page of Swords energy. Whereas the Ten of Pentacles has to do with a sense of, what, I have enough. Life is good. If I'm homeless, I get a better box. My world has just gotten bigger. My world has become more comfortable. So the Ten of Pentacles is not always winning the lottery. It's about, I'm satisfied with what I've got. It's an attitude of gratitude. So our perception has to come from a place of then life is abundant, whereas the perceptual consciousness of the Seven of Pentacles is, look at what I've done and I've got nothing to show for it. There's unfortunately a lot of people that are feeling that way right now. That card tends to come up a lot because a lot of people are going into retirement age and all of their savings are gone and they're having to start over. That is a card that they will pick up on. And it does kind of make them feel like a failure. So then they'll use their mind in this really self-abusive kind of way, where they would say, oh, what else can go wrong, and things are going to go wrong, and then it's going to affect my kids, and then it's going to starve my dog, and it's going to, take my house away, and all of these things. Okay, that's a very, very emotional, kind of emotion-filled kind of consciousness here, whereas what we can also do is be objective to it, to just back off, to just, okay, let me watch myself, be the witness of my horrible experience and not get sucked into all of those negative thoughts. Dark Night of the Soul card. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, from 9 to 10. That means, okay, it couldn't be worse. That's the good thing about that card. The sun is coming up. It cannot be worse. So when that card comes up, be thankful, because it's not going to get worse than that. It's over with. It's done. And then you're ready for new beginnings. But if you stay stuck in that, oh, I was ruined, it's never going to be any good, look at this, you know, you never see the sun rise. Whereas the Fool says, hey, come on, let's just take a leap of faith again and let's just go. And that's very exciting. See ya.